Greetings, my comrades, and welcome back to Zanolith, and welcome back to the What If I Wrote Pokemon the Series Black and White series. Last time, N awakened the legendary Pokemon Reshiram, and revealed to Ash that if he doesn't awaken Zekrom soon, he stands no chance against him in the Unova League. Remember, if N wins the battle between him and Ash, he will liberate people and Pokemon in the Unova region forever. Ash now only has a single goal: awaken Zekrom. The group is now traveling to Opaloosa City to meet with the Dragon Master Draeden, who will hopefully be able to bring out all of Zekrom's power. Now, I don't want to waste any more of your time, let's jump right back in to the story. Now, our trio is on their way to Opaloosa City, the home of Ash's final gym battle. However, the group runs into quite a familiar face on the way there: Iris. Iris tells them that she is also on her way to Opaloosa City, telling the trio she has spent the last year traveling the Unova region with her Pokemon in order to get stronger, and now she finally feels like she is ready to face off against Draeden, who she tells the group basically raised her. She is determined to beat Draeden and secure her spot as the successor of the Opaloosa City gym. Ash, seeing a perfect opportunity, offers Iris the chance to travel with them to Opaloosa City, so that they can train together for their respective battles against Draeden. Iris is more than happy to accept Ash's invitation. Ash and Iris then leave Hilda and Silent to go train, and this is where the two battle for hours on end. By the time they are almost done, both are dripping sweat, but they are still enjoying themselves, and neither one is giving in. It's down to Pikachu and Fracture is able to surpass its limits and evolve into Haxorus. However, when the two Pokemon charge at each other to decide the final blow, the two Pokemon pass out from exhaustion before they can continue and finish the battle. Ash and Iris decide to call it a night from there and return to Silent and Hilda. However, their training is just getting started, and they are super stoked to take on the Dragon Master Draeden. Now, I could go more in-depth about the trip to Opaloosa, but there really isn't anything relevant that happens from this point on until the group reaches Opaloosa, so let's just skip to there. Our group has finally reached their destination, Opaloosa City. Both Ash and Iris are stoked to take on Draeden, but it's pretty late, so Iris tells them that they can stay at her place while they are in Opaloosa, and leads them to her house. This is when we are introduced to Draeden and his family, who are more than happy to welcome the trio into their home. Draeden then goes up to Iris with a stern face and asks her why she has come back. Iris tells Draeden that she believes she is ready for her trial. Draeden laughs of excitement and pats Iris on the head, telling her he is excited for their battle. He then turns his attention to Ash. He then grabs his backpack and pulls out the Darkstone. Draeden then states that Ash must be the boy Alder told him about. Draeden then asks Ash if he knows how much of a burden it is to have the fate of all of Unova on his shoulders. Ash nods, telling Draeden he is already aware of what he has to do. He then begs Draeden to help him unleash Zekrom's power, and Draeden tells Ash he will be the judge of all that. Draeden tells Ash he will judge his skill in battle, but he tells him this first: that if he cannot defeat him in battle, he is not worthy of being Zekrom's chosen hero. This gets Ash super excited to defeat Draeden, so we can prove to him that he is worthy of Zekrom. But before that, it's dinner time, so Silent prepares Iris, Draeden, and his family dinner as thanks for their hospitality. Ash and Iris go to bed with full stomachs, looking forward to their upcoming trials. It is now the next day, and it is time for Iris to have her face off against Draeden. Remember, if she wins, she has secured her spot as the next Opaloosa City gym leader. Ash, although upset that it's not his turn to battle yet, tells Iris to do her best, and that he will be cheering for her. Iris and Draeden have a 3-on-3 Pokemon battle, and it begins now. Draeden starts off the battle with Draeden, and Iris starts off with one of her Pokemon, Aggron. The Pokemon seem to be very evenly matched, and you can tell that Draeden was definitely Iris' teacher from the way they're battling. The Pokemon are attacking each other with incredible attacks, countering one another. However, Draeden is just slightly more powerful, and Aggron goes down. But Iris is far from done, as she sends in her second Pokemon, Dragonite. Iris reveals she caught this Dragonite while in Eastern Unova, and Draeden is quite impressed with her accomplishment. Dragonite is no disappointment and makes quick work of the weakened Draeden. Draeden then sends in his second Pokemon, being Hydreigon. Now it's a battle of pseudo-legendaries. Hydreigon and Draeden then charge at each other with extreme power. The battle transforms into one of sheer strength and determination. The two continue to attack each other at rapid speeds, like two bolts of lightning fighting each other. However, the two go in for the final blow, and when the smoke clears, both Dragonite and Hydreigon are on the floor. Now, both Iris and Draeden are down to their very last Pokemon, Haxorus. Iris's Haxorus is normal colored, while Draeden's is actually a shiny Haxorus. The battle now comes down to this question. Will the winner be Iris's Haxorus, or will it be Draeden's? The two aces of the Dragon trainers waste no time and get straight into the action. This is a battle that is truly between two Dragon Masters. Iris then tells Draeden that he was her main inspiration to become a Dragon Master, that he was the one who inspired her to become something great, that she owes everything to him, and that's why she has to beat him here and now, so that she can prove that the student has finally surpassed the Master. Iris then tells Haxorus it's time to show the two the move they mastered together. Haxorus then uses Giga Impact on Draeden's Haxorus, and Draeden's Haxorus goes down. Iris has done it. She has defeated Draeden, and Draeden comes over to her with a very satisfied face, and tells her how proud he is of her. He tells her that when it is his time to retire, he has found the perfect person to succeed him. Ash and the others then come over to congratulate Iris, and Ash looks straight into Draeden's eyes. Tomorrow, Ash will take on his greatest Unova challenge yet. Will he be able to defeat Draeden and unleash Zekrom's power? The time has come. Ash's battle against Draeden. The last pillar standing in Ash's way from facing N at the Unova League. For this battle, Ash decides to use the first three Pokemon he had caught in Unova. It has no intention on losing. The first fight is between Ash's Unpheasant and Draeden's Hydreigon. The battle quickly becomes one of agility and speed, with no side giving in. Unpheasant and Hydreigon go head-to-head in an extreme aerial battle, but Unpheasant is just a bit faster, which in turn makes Hydreigon tired and loses its endurance. Ash takes this advantage to finish Hydreigon off, and Unpheasant comes out the victor. Next up is Draeden's Draeden. Due to Unpheasant being extremely weakened from its battle against Hydreigon, it's already at a huge disadvantage. Even though Draeden is limited to the land, the weakened bird stood no chance against the dragon. Next up is Ash's Duat. The two Pokemon charge at each other, with Duat using his Scale Shots and Draeden using its claws. The battle becomes one of practically swordplay. However, unlike before, Ash and Duat are perfectly in sync, and Draeden goes down. Finally, Draeden is down to his final Pokemon, Haxorus. Ash and Duat are ready, but for some reason Haxorus seems to be even stronger than before with its battle with Iris. Duat cannot handle the immense speed and power that Haxorus is displaying and goes down. Ash is down to his last Pokemon, Pikachu. Pikachu is able to match Haxorus' speed, but not its power. Ash thinks to himself that he has to win. He has to defeat Draeden and unleash Zekrom's power. Otherwise, N will separate people and Pokemon forever. He is the only thing standing in his way, and he can't let everyone down. The stone in Ash's backpack starts to glow, and Pikachu is then surrounded by blue lightning. When it disappears, the same phenomenon from the Team Rocket attack on Castelia City is triggered once again. Draeden then thinks to himself that Pikachu must be receiving the power from Zekrom, that when Ash's ideals are at their strongest, Zekrom resonates with him. Perhaps granting Pikachu their power is sort of a trial for Ash to overcome, so Zekrom can truly determine if Ash is worthy of its power. The battle then erupts into a fierce one, with no side giving in. Haxorus, despite being a normal Pokemon, is able to keep up with the boosted Pikachu and is able to counter his supercharged electric attacks. However, Ash needs to win, no matter what. However, something then happens. Ash then thinks to himself, what if I fail? What if N wins? What if I let everyone down? Ash's ideals then weaken and Zekrom's power disappears from Pikachu. Haxorus goes in for an attack, and it's over. Pikachu is unable to battle, and the winner is Draeden. Ash then starts to cry, realizing he couldn't overcome Draeden, and starts seeing himself as a failure. Draeden then comes over to him and tells him at this point in time he is not worthy of being Zekrom's master, that he will not show himself here again until he has found his way, until his ideals are at their peak. Otherwise, he will never be able to defeat him. The next morning, Pikachu wakes up to see that Ash is gone. He wakes up the rest of the group, who tell the worried Pikachu they have no idea where Ash is. Iris then suggests they search the city for him, and the group agrees. The group searches the city for Ash, but no one can find him, until Iris stumbles upon Ash in a nearby forest. He is punching a tree over and over again, hurting himself more and more. His hands are bruised, and before he can punch the tree again, Iris stops him. She yells at Ash, asking him what he is thinking, and why did he worry the others. Ash tells Iris that he is a failure, that Pokemon and people will be separated from each other because he wasn't strong enough. Iris then states that she doesn't care about that nonsense, and that Ash needs to get his act together. That the Ash she knows is one who doesn't give up, someone who doesn't quit after losing one measly battle. That the Ash she knows would bring himself back up, train and become stronger and defeat Draeden. She then grabs Ash and tells him that they are trading right now whether he likes it or not. Ash then tells Iris that she is right, that he doesn't have to be sulking because of one loss, that he shouldn't bring himself down so much. Ash's frown then becomes a smile. He then tells Iris they will train together all day and all night, and he will defeat Draeden no matter what. After training hard with Iris, Silent, and Hilda, Ash is ready for his rematch against Draeden. He then approaches Draeden asking for a rematch. Draeden tells Ash he was expecting this, and then he asks him if he thinks he has truly become worthy of Zekron's power. Ash tells him he honestly has no idea, but he won't know until they have settled this with a battle. Draeden laughs and tells Ash that if he wants to prove himself worthy of Zekrom, he must overcome a trial greater than his previous one. He tells Ash they will be having a 6-on-6 Pokemon battle. This will be Ash's first full battle in the Unova region, and he has no intention on losing to Draeden a second time. The battle starts off with Ash sending out Unpheasant and Draeden sending in Altaria. The two flying Pokemon charge head-to-head at each other, with neither one allowing the other to get the upper hand. However, Unpheasant can only hold its own against Altaria's Dragon typing for so long, and due to its lack of defense, goes down. Ash is down one Pokemon, but is still as determined. Next up is Darmanitan, who comes in with a barrage of Fire-type attacks. Altaria tries using its speed to escape, but it's surrounded by a storm of flames and goes down. Next up is Draeden's Draeden, who turns the battle into one of pure strength. The two giants go head-to-head using their muscles as their main advantage. The two practically enter a boxing match, with Darmanitan using Fire Punch and Draeden using Dragon Claw. The two cancel each other out and in the end are able to knock each other out. The next two Pokemon to come out are Servine and Flygon. Servine uses Attract, but it's to no avail as Draeden's Flygon is in fact a female. The Flygon then uses its ground-type attacks to surround Servine in a barrier of stone. However, using its grass-type attacks, Servine is able to break free from the chains of the stone. Flygon then results to swarming Servine with a sandstorm. However, some measly sand won't stand in Servine's way. Servine uses Leaf Tornado with her eyes closed, knocking Flygon out and dispersing the sandstorm. Draeden then sends in his fourth Pokemon, Salamence. Salamence is then easily able to get the upper hand against Servine, knocking the Grass Snake Pokemon out. Ash is now down to only 3 Pokemon left, Krokorok, Dewott, and Pikachu. Next up is Krokorok, who enters the arena with a declaration of war. Krokorok then charges at Salamence, who charges at the Krokorok. Krokorok and Salamence then charge at each other. Salamence uses an attack head-on, and Krokorok is just barely able to hold the pseudo-legendary back. Salamence tries to escape Krokorok's grip, but it's to no avail. One Stone Edge later, and Salamence is sent flying into the air, and goes down. Next up is Hydreigon. He is ready to get revenge for his fallen comrade. The two then begin an intense battle, one of sheer determination and power. With either Pokemon willing to give in, the two continue to attack and attack and attack. It comes down to what Pokemon can remain standing, and sadly that Pokemon isn't Krokorok. After having to hold back Salamence, Krokorok was pretty weak going into this battle with Hydreigon, and it can no longer maintain its strength. Krokorok goes down, and now both trainers are down to only 2 Pokemon. Ash sends in Dewott next, the Master Swordsman. Dewott immediately turns to his Scale Chops to face the Dark Beast in front of him. You all know the stories of the hero who slayed the dragon. Well, it's no different here. Hydreigon is weakened from its battle against Krokorok and is unable to keep up with the perfect teamwork of Ash and Dewott. Duat launches slash after slash after slash upon Hydreigon until Hydreigon falls down in a state of weakness. Using this as his chance, Duat goes in for a Razor Shell and Hydreigon goes down. However, it's not over just yet. Draeden saved his best Pokemon for last, Haxorus. Just like last time, Haxorus is easily able to overpower Duat, and before even has a chance to attack, Haxorus sends Duat flying with a Fiery Passion, and Duat goes down. Now it's just down to the two final Pokemon, similar to last time, Pikachu and Haxorus. The battle starts off very similar to last time, however, Ashton starts to think to himself that this time won't end like the last, that he will win using his ideals. He will make it to the top of the Unova League and defeat Anon Reshiram. He will not allow the bonds between people and Pokemon to be destroyed. He won't allow it! Then, Ash's backpack glows even brighter than before, and Pikachu is once again enveloped in Zekrom's power. However, something is different this time. Pikachu is in the form he was in originally, but then lightning bursts again, and Pikachu enters a fully powered form, even more powerful than last time. Pikachu and Ash seem fully determined. There is no worry of failure. There is no doubt. There is only determination and the ideals of Ash and Pikachu. Determination to defeat Draeden, win the Unova League, and defeat Team Plasma in N. But this will not end the same way as last time. That this time things will be different. Draeden states that Ash's ideals have truly become worthy of Zekrom, but he's too fired up to just admit defeat. Pikachu and Haxorus then enter a battle of the Titans, with either Pokemon allowing the other to get the upper hand against one another. However, Ash and Pikachu's ideals are truly in sync with each other, and they refuse to lose to the Dragon Master once again. Ash calls in for one last Thunderbolt, and Haxorus goes down. They've done it! They've cleared the Unova Gym Challenge! Draeden comes over to Ash and congratulates him, telling him he is truly worthy of wielding Zekrom's power, that he is the only one who can defeat Reshiram. He then hands Ash the Legend Badge, his 8th and final Unova Gym Badge. Iris then comes over to Ash and tells him that with this battle, it has inspired her to also enter the Unova League as well. She states she will earn all 8 gym badges and will be seeing Ash in the league. Ash accepts her challenge, and the trio say farewell to Draeden, and now set sail for Verbang City, home to Pokestar Studios and the Directors Festival. Well everyone, that was quite the exciting episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the conclusion to Ash's Gym Challenge in Unova. Now before we make it to the Unova League, I have to conclude the stories of Hilda and Silent. So next time we will be focusing on those two characters. If you guys did enjoy this part of the rewrite, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on all notifications so you never miss an upload, and then share these videos out there with friends so they can come here and join me for my journey. Also, please go follow me on my Twitter and Twitch if you guys want to see more of me. That being said, my name is Zanolith, and I'll catch you guys next time.